As far as I know, it's not going on anymore. They hid the coke inside the crust. This place was way too busy, and the customer base, to say that they were sketchy, is an understatement. I left high school in 2003. I wanted to get a job and save up some money so I could do some traveling. I always wanted to go to Europe. I thought, any job will do, fuck it, I'll just, something to bring in some cash. My girlfriend's family were at her place for some family reunion thing, some piece of shit. I got talking to her cousin, a young guy. I told him my plan was to do some traveling, just need to start looking for a job to actually pay for it. He told me his friend's dad owned a small pizza place and he was looking for delivery drivers. He said, "Do you want me to give him a call?" I said, "Sure." I thought, sounds like easy money. I like pizza. Maybe they'll hand out some free pizzas for the staff at the end of the day. The guy called me up the next day, asked me some personal details, and basically gave me a phone interview. Just normal questions that you'd expect from an interview, I guess. But then he started asking things like, "Have you ever been in trouble with the police?" I said, "No." He goes, "Okay, cool. Are you a loyal employee?" I said, "Well, yeah, I will be if you hire me." He goes, "Okay, so come by tomorrow at noon and I'll show you around." So he shows me around, introduces me to some of the staff, a couple of the kitchen staff, someone at the cash register, a couple of waiters. They were mostly family. They were cousins and nephews. I think all but one, actually. The owner said, "Okay, so you're going to start at noon and work until 8 o'clock, 4 days a week. If you want to earn more money, you can choose to work until 12. That's when we are most busy. Sometimes you'll be delivering and sometimes you might need to help out inside the restaurant." I thought, all right, great, I'll take it. The first thing that caught my attention was how closely I was being watched by one of the waiters. He was the owner's nephew. He would stare at me from the other side of the restaurant over and over again. As soon as I looked at him, he would look away. Or if he didn't quite look away quick enough, he'd smile at me. But I thought maybe he's just one of those weird guys that stares. For most of the day, it was families coming in, couples, people with kids. But around 6 p.m., the only people coming in were single guys, mostly in their 20s. They always looked like they were in a hurry. The owner or the assistant manager would come up to me sometimes when someone walked in and they'd say to me, "Oh, hey, I'll serve this guy. You just go clean the floor or wipe down the empty tables or whatever. I got this." At the end of my first week, I noticed the real first pattern of something fishy. Every time they sent me away from the cash register to serve someone, the customer would put money in the tip box. The tip box was practically empty for most of the day, but at the end of my shift, it had stacks of money inside. On my first Sunday night, I worked until 11:30. The owner called everyone to the back office and he started giving everyone money. He handed me a pile of money and said, "This week's tips, we share them, you earned it." I waited until I got home and I counted it. It was $800. And this was on top of my actual hourly pay. I was blown away, man. I thought, fuck traveling. I'm staying here forever. 3 weeks went by, making the same amount of money. I had my suspicions, but I was making good money. I was ignoring the alarm bells, whatever. The boss said to me one day, "Okay, are you ready to get out of this place and start doing some home deliveries? You'll make more money." I was like, yeah, I'm ready. My first delivery was about 5 p.m., 6 pizzas for 5 different customers. All of them lived in the same block. and every single one of them would take the pizza, hand over the money, and slam the door as quickly as possible. Nobody wanted to talk, none of them wasted any time, but again, my stupid ass didn't realize what was going on. But here's the thing, when they gave me the money, it was the normal price, what you'd expect a pizza to cost. They were not handing over bucket loads of cash to me, only the price of the pizza on the menu. I done a few more deliveries that night, I think about 5 deliveries. Some of them were just normal people, others were kinda sketchy. The next afternoon, I start noticing that a lot of the people coming into the restaurant were the same customers that I delivered the pizzas to the previous night. They were all putting money in the tip box and buying a pizza. Next night, I'm back on deliveries. I pull into the gas station while I'm on my way. I look in the pizza boxes, nothing's there. Nothing under the pizza, nothing in the box. Pizza looked normal. Got to the customer's house, nobody answered the door. I called the restaurant and said, "Hey, no one's answering the door for this delivery." He said, well, okay, just come back to the restaurant. On the drive back, I think, I'll just eat the pizza myself and I'll pay the boss when I get back, he won't mind. Eating this slice of pizza, I get to the crust, bite down, and there's a plastic tiny bag inside the crust. I spit it out on my lap, pull into a parking lot. I'm holding this bag, looking at the Coke inside. It finally made sense, but now I'm shitting myself because I'm like, if I go back and they see this pizza is missing a slice, they're gonna know it was me. I'm thinking about what to do. I can't just throw the fucking pizza in the trash because there's Coke inside. But I thought, well, my only option is to go back and tell them, I'm sorry, I'll never tell anyone. So I did. I went straight to the boss in the back, put the pizza down, opened it and said, "Boss, I got hungry and I was gonna pay you for the pizza. I saw this inside and I swear to God, I'll never tell anyone. I saw nothing. I'm gonna need to quit because I don't want involved in this. I swear to God, I'll never tell anyone." He stands up, calls his nephew and one of the waiters. They come in. He closes the door, tells them what happened. They both push me against the wall. The owner grabs a pair of scissors from the table, puts them to my neck, and says, "I know where you live. I know where your family live. If anything happens to this business, I'll know who to blame." I said, "I swear to God I won't. I swear to God no one will ever know. I'll never breathe a word of this. I promise. I swear to God." I was begging them, man. So they let me go. I get home, and that's it. I'm living somewhere in Europe now. Since then, I've never had any contact with them. My family are okay. And I remember a friend telling me years ago that the restaurant's not there anymore. I have no idea why they hired some stranger like me. Seems really stupid considering the risk. And I'm not a big fan of pizza anymore.